Hello everybody, and today we're going to do a technical video about Lychguard. I guess these things I wouldn't say are competitive, but if you use them in the right way and in the right hands, they can be very annoying, and I would say semi-competitive. Okay, let's go over a few tricks and tips on Lychguard. There are 4 major ways that people use these, and a lot of ways you see people online use them is with this. On night side. And the idea behind it is turn 2, turn 3, it comes on, drops them all down with an overload or something, as the HQ choice, and just goes across the board and murders stuff. But the problem with that, see, if the fly doesn't come in on turn 2, comes in on turn 3 or 4, you have to wait turn 3 to assault. So if you're really unlucky with the rolls, this could come in on turn 4, and you can't assault till turn 5. I'll be honest with you, if you got all our points in Lychguard, what's the point? They're basically useless. So that's one thing I wouldn't recommend, is the night scythe way of transporting them. Simply for that reason. They're very point heavy, and if you spend 500 points on a unit Lychguard, and you can't be until turn 5, you've wasted a lot of points and not doing anything all game. So instead of taking the night scythe, if you take Vanguard Oberon, he has a war scythe, and he can teleport across the board in the first turn. So in your first turn, you want to use this guy to move over 12 inches into the middle of the board. So you're in the middle of the board, so you can't scatter into his army or mishap. You go somewhere relatively safe, and then teleport there. So you get a 12-inch movement, maybe an 18-inch movement on the first turn if you're feeling brave. But don't risk mishap and because it's too expensive. Or the other way that you can use them is the Cryptek with a Veil of Darkness. Gives up the 4th animation. Or you can, although the way I like to use them is Orcan Diviner. So they have a reroll of 1 to the invuln save. And Nemesis Andrake. Right. This is how I like to use Lychguard. They're not wraiths, so don't treat them like wraiths, okay? I use these in my army. I have these two. My HQ, my Warlord, is Nemesis Andrake. On the first turn, when the opponent sets up his army, you can tell if he's going to be insulted with you turn 1 or turn 2. If he's got a relatively nice list that you don't really have to worry about massive assaults or an incredible Death Star, you can use his Warlord trait, okay, change on the first turn to generate an extra tactical objective. You are allowed to do that in the FAQ. So you'll have an extra card in the first turn. And then after that, change his Warlord traits for secure, the one that gives you extra points to secure objectives from the rulebook. So every time you get like this, awesome new markers I made myself. Right, so if you need objective 3, so you'll have to get a card secure objective 3, move to objective 3, score an extra point. So say you get 1 point, you get 2 points per objective. And the best thing about this way of using them, if you do a daisy chain 2 inches apart from each other, like so. This is a scaled down version of the board. If you do it correctly, you can almost guarantee you can get to 3 objectives with 2-inch gaps. Right, now we have 2-inch movements, a 2-inch gap between all your Lychguard. The other thing you want to do on your first turn, if you can, is deploy your objective secured troops within range of the objective. So you have objective secured units on, say, objective 2, that one is. You have 1 Lychguard in range, and you got a 2-inch daisy chain across the whole board. You draw a card, objective 2, your Warlord scores it. The only way your opponent can stop you getting 2 extra points is if he gets objective secured there. And to stop you scoring the point completely, you have to have objective secured there. So you can daisy chain these across the whole side of your board, okay? Generating 2 extra points per secure objective. Especially if you play the game and you steal the opponent's objective. That power becomes really nasty. And then when his army starts coming up the board within, say, like 18 inches, you know you're going to be in assault next turn. And if you know it's nasty, become fearless from the rulebook with this guy. He can pick his Warlord trait. Then that way you got all them Lychguard to get through, which are fearless, will not run away. And that's a really nice way I like to use Lychguard. And if you think of your history, use them as the Romans. The shields together, stop the arrows, just watch off the board. That's exactly what these guys are. Okay, they're not a unit to go 12 inches up, all this special powers, jump over buildings and attack. Think of them as Romans. You can shoot whatever the hell you want at them. They got a little turtle formation, you just come up the board, you just can't kill them. Okay, and with this guy, all kind of divine now, you give him a plus, we're rolling ones on all saving throws, so there's a 3 up invuln, we're rolling ones, which is slightly worse than a 2 up invuln, and plus the access to cryptac, so they have a 4 reanimation. So, and anything that's not strength 10, they have a 4 reanimation against. Obviously not a D. And I think it averages out like 108 marine shot bolters or something ridiculous to kill one Lychguard. So if you think how many points he has to shoot into Lychguard to kill them, it's almost impossible to kill. The only thing you need to worry about with this squad is Imperial Knights, because they can't hit them. So you've got to make sure you shoot them down before he gets you, or have war sights in there which can take care of them. Okay. And another good way, which I like to do, is daisy chain across the whole front of your board. So you have complete board control last side. And if you have to worry about those drop pods, now just move them up 6 inches every turn. Just come up as a wall of death towards your opponent. Then all your troop choices back there are safe, because they can't get through them, unless they got flyers or deep striking, which is not a big deal, because you have to wait your turn to assault anyway, so you can shoot everything you got into them. And then after that, then on your next turn, you can bring in your flyers, dump your immortals, make sure the objective's secured, don't use secure because it sucks, and dump them on his objectives. Then you have to fight 2 things at once, and you just can't kill these. So if you just dump your guys, you're like, oh, if I shoot these now, the Lychguard will be closer. You want him to shoot the Lychguard. So that's how I like to use my Lychguard. I like to have him back, like a wall. And if I know I can fight a Wolven or something, I'll just keep Zealot and get the reroll of the first order combat. And if you think Wolven can kill Lychguard, yeah, they can. But if this guy's in there, okay, it becomes a different story. I'll be rolling ones, and the extra +1 to reanimation makes hell of a difference. And as well, you've always paid for himself in the Lychguard, in a unit of Lychguard. Always. Never taken him, you've never made his points back. Okay? The 25 points each of Lychguard, you need 20 points, I think he is. So he has to save 6 Lychguard with a +1 reanimation and re-rolling ones. And that happens every game I play him. Re-rolling ones is a nightmare. And if you do take the Curion, right, they have a 4 reanimation standard. So instant death will be a 4+, because he gives them +1. And you get to reroll ones on your reanimation anyway, because you can take this guy instead of a Lord. Or you can take the Royal Court and take the 3 guys and have an Overlord if you really wanted to. That becomes more of a Death Star. So watch my other video to make a Death Star. But that's just a few tips and tactics if you use Lychguard. Have board control, and don't go after his HQ, right? If you go after his HQ with these, there's 6-inch movement, and they don't have move for cover. So if you come in like on the night side, dump them down, you still run you. You never catch where you're after with these guys, they're just not fast enough. You have to use them in a different way. Imagine the old Romans marching up, taking all the shots, and when you finally get to halfway up the board, like if you march them across or teleport them across, don't go after his units, right? Go after his objectives. Say objective like 5 is back there. We just do strip over now, so that's his part of the board. Right, so just march him up. And say he got his HQ over there. He's like, come and get me. You know he's got up to number 5. And send some guys, daisy chain him, this way after his HQ. And he's forced to either run away or attack you to stop you getting objective 5 off him. You got space means whatever on there. He's like, So what I'm saying is, pressurize your opponent with the Lychguard to make him make mistakes and go for his objectives. These are really nasty in combat and they just will not die. Apart from gargantuans, because Stomp is just ridiculous. If you play an ITC, you can look up Sir anyway, so it's not a big a deal really. But scotch his objectives, and he'll have to come to you to stop you. Okay? So on turn when you teleport 12 inches, maybe 18 if you're feeling safe, do the wall, split out, and go for the objectives. Or stop the wall, go across the wall, just denying complete ball control, or go up in the middle of the board as a spear, and that way, and his forces have to come this side, or this side, he'll have his mind to go into Lychguard, unless you go Death Star, which is what they're for anyway. They are anti-Death Star. So if you take them, like 9 Heavy Destroyers, they'll take care of Death Star, and then the Heavy Destroyers will take care of the Imperial Knights, the Wraith Knights, and so on. Like I said, ball control is the main thing. So go in the spear, that's one of my nice little strategies, spear ahead, just go straight up. Don't forget, this guy got a 2-up at normal armor if you're rolling ones. So you have him in the front of your spear. You take all the shots, 2 of your rolling ones, plus 4 of your animation. When he takes a wounded 2, just look up to Sir the rest onto the Lychguard. If he shoots his anti-tanks and weapons into him, great, look at Sir, the Lychguard can take it. And they will absorb so many shots and so many points, and you just won't die. I mean, I actually took the information in the Apocalypse game with these, and I had the 5 units Lychguard one. They just won't die. They shot them with D plates and everything. So if you kit them out correctly, they're lethal. Simply because you use them differently to wraiths. They're not wraiths. Don't treat them as wraiths. Don't go try and kill the HQ with these because they won't do it. If you're lucky enough to catch them, good for you, you know. Like I said, split them up, go for the objective, and try a charge. Instead of trying to shadow cages, go for it, roll it. Make it lucky, you just go straight into him. If you go for his objectives, he can't beat you. You got objective secures all your end, and heavy destroyers on them, and you got all them Lychguard going to his. And you got flyers coming in, dumping immortals on his objectives. So he's pretty much screwed, really. He can't do anything. So he has to take on the Lychguard. He has to wear shots on them. That's exactly what they thought. If he ignores them, what's he going to do? He can't get past them. He just can't. So he has to do something about him. The trick is to use an Lychguard. Just use him, make him attack him. In combat, it doesn't matter. Even in shooting, that's what you want. Take the shots. By the end of the game, if you lose like 4 or 5 Lychguard, it doesn't matter. They paid for themselves just for the pressure they put on him. Like I said, don't chase the HQ. That's the important thing. Don't chase stuff. Just go across and go for the points. Okay? And like I said, if you do the daisy chain, there's no anything major in assault. Keep the war trait for the 2+ holding the objectives. Daisy chain them with 2 main objectives you can. That does add up. Anyway, that's my few good ways of using Lychguard, which I love. And hopefully we'll get to see more of these guys on a table. And give them a try before leave some comments below if you don't agree with me or something else you'd like to add, like some little sneaky tactics. Oh, one more important thing I forgot to tell you is the Veil of Darkness. Okay, you take on the Lord, Overlord, or Cryptek. This is my Cryptek. This can be used in combat. So if you get stuck in combat with a knight, if you couldn't kill it in turn, you can easily survive like so many rounds with a knight. You can teleport away from it with this guy. So you can teleport away from a knight if you wanted to. It becomes very point heavy then. So just use the unit of 10 and just take these 2. If you get stuck in combat with something that's really hard to kill, they've done their job. Okay? And if this guy transforms, he'd be really hard to kill. But don't accept challenges, right? They're just suck in challenges. When he transforms, then take challenges. It's much better to not have this guy attack for 2-3 turns until he transforms, just to keep these guys invincible, basically. But once he dies, you start dying. Okay? Never underestimate the importance of this guy. Hey, thank you for watching, and please subscribe to get up to date with my new videos. And if you like my new objective markers, yeah! Hey, I'll catch you again next time.